Good afternoon, everyone. A very quick one. Yeah. I want to give you the 4 terrible mistakes Nigerian government has ever made. 4 terrible mistakes Nigerian government has ever made. Number 1 is not negotiating with Biafrans. Number 1, not negotiating with Biafrans. When you have 5 children and one is crying out for one particular thing and saying that he is marginalized on that thing, a good father will pay attention rather than flogging the child. That's a big mistake Nigeria government has ever made, not to negotiate with Biafrans. Number 2, arresting Nnamdi Kanu. Arresting Nnamdi Kanu is the second most biggest mistake Nigeria government has ever made. Number 3, Muslim tickets. Muslim tickets. It ought not to be. If Christians are shouting all over the world that they are being killed in Nigeria, and what the best thing Muslims could do is to bring 2 Muslims to become president and vice president, it's an evidence that what the masses are crying for is truth. Number 4, trying to arrest Ekpa. Trying to arrest Ekpa is a very big mistake Nigeria government is making. Hear me, Ekpa can never be arrested. Ekpa was only invited, and Ekpa is not in the prison. He is not in the detention. He is doing you boju, which means Nigerian government are being deceived. Finland is only trying to prove a point. They can never release Ekpa. Biafra must come. Take it from me. Biafra must come, and it's not going to be far from now. Thank you and God bless you.
A lot of people were agitating. A lot of people were agitating. So now that you have arrested, you come down who was wicked that time. Now the Kalu came up. Now that you have arrested Nnamdi Kanu, someone is there. I think this data from Ned Nwoko was telling you that even if you arrest Simon Ekpa today, another Simon Ekpa will come out. So the issue there is that address all those issues. The reason that can negotiate with him and allow him to continue with his agitation. If he meets the criteria of being having his own Biafra, so be it. Don't tell us that this country is not negotiable. It's not negotiable. The unity of this country is not negotiable. It's negotiable for Christ's sake. Because if things are not working the way it's supposed to be, I told you the other day I came here. I said that somebody from China has a say in this country and has somebody from Southeast. Let's use what is going on now. The president is from where? Vice is from where? Speaker is from where? Senate president is from where? CJN is from where? Court of Appeal president is from where? National Industrial Court president is from where? Chief Judge of Federal High Court is from where? You are telling me that yes, now that you have removed Kennedy Ohanele and you are now brought in Jan Kojuku, that the people of Southeast will jubilate. Are you talking to idiots? Look at the people that you are talking about. Check, let me start with the source. In football, the people that have made Nigeria proud are the people of Southeast. In commerce, in aviation industry, name it, in academics. They are from people of Southeast. But when it comes to power, they are not qualified. I will tell you, Mr. President, from the first day you are inaugurated till as I'm talking to you, all your policies, administration is totally against the people that we are governed.
Our domestic laws. So why is Nigeria having goose pimples when people rise up to fight for equality? When people rise up to demand equal treatment, why does Nigeria develop goose pimples? Why is Nigeria finding it intolerant to allow people to express themselves, which only calls for opportunity for dialogue? When an ethnic nationality stands up and says, we are not being treated fairly in this federation, it calls for dialogue. Nigeria should be responsible enough to be able to call them to and find out exactly what is the problem so as to adjust. Because there has never been a time ethnic nationalities in Nigeria met together and said we want to form a nation. Nigeria was foisted on every one of us by the British colonial authority. And then they created 3 regions, North, East, and West. Now, in 1963, Nigeria, there was a plebiscite that created the fourth region, which is the Midwest. When did Nigeria meet to decide that we are going to be 4 regions? And when did Nigeria meet to decide that we are no more 4 regions, we are now 6 geographical regions?
I'm a leader in APC. And we will say to the gathering, I want you to go. Biafra is a call for referendum. Nothing more, nothing less. One commits an offense if there is a law written down clearly. Probably show me any law that says you cannot hang a Biafran flag in Nigeria and that will be guilty. Show me any law. Nowhere. So they have the right. So is there a law against the color or the design or the this? Supposing you paint your car in Biafran flag, would they arrest the car? Supposing you paint your house in Biafran flag, would they arrest the house? So what is your offense in hanging Biafran flag? Today a lot of people are happy celebrating that Dangote is the richest man in the world. He's not richest in nothing. When you are giving a monopoly to import cement, and the Beto is stopped for many years so that only you will have a leeway, and then you import the whole flour, and then you import all the sugar, and then you import all the salt, and they stop and they give you a waiver. Even if it's a moron, you will be the richest man in Africa. How many times have you had that people who are resident anywhere went to wander the mosque? But at one time they will come to wander the country churches where you are. When we are merely expressing ourselves as provided under the Constitution, the right of freedom of worship. If you don't want us to express ourselves by talking about Biafra, are you calling for war? Biafra is not a call for war. Yes. It is only blackmailers that say that Biafra is a call for war. Ndacho help, ndemo encourage. Ndacho hipo, I'm a leader in APC. And we will say to the gathering, I want you to go. Biafra is a call for referendum. Nothing more, nothing less. If you call for a referendum today, and those who are in support of Biafra do not win by at least 90%, I will commit suicide.